Hello, everyone, and welcome again to I'm Not Okay initiative, which is run by Lifted Hearts Africa. My name is Elizabeth. And this is to tell people that it is okay to speak about mental health issues. When you are not okay, it is okay to reach out to someone that you trust. It is okay not to feel strong. Do not keep quiet when you feel overwhelmed. Reach out to someone. Walk with someone who can encourage you so that you can come out of that situation. And so today I want us to speak about self-awareness, which is a very important topic when it comes to mental health. And what is self-awareness? Is understanding yourself, knowing what makes you you. Sometimes when we do not understand ourselves, we can accept other people's opinions, we can be influenced by whoever and whatever comes our way because we do not understand ourselves. Self-awareness is when you say, this is me, this is what makes me me, this is what makes me unique. You understand your strengths, your weaknesses, because everyone has strengths, everyone has weaknesses. We are all, there's that something that we are working on, our weakness, and it is okay to recognize that we have one or two or a few weaknesses. So when you understand your strengths, you are able to work on those strengths and to take them even to the next level and to use them for your own good. When you understand your weaknesses also, not in a negative way, not in a judgmental way, because I know sometimes when you look at your weaknesses, then you are crushed and you are like, I can never be good enough. But let me tell you, when you understand I am weak in this area, I am not as good in this area, you now start working on your weaknesses. And you understand that some weaknesses take time before they are corrected. And sometimes you change what you can change. What you cannot change, you leave it to the Creator, because He's the one who created you and He knows you. But it is important to be self-aware. I like where the Bible tells us that we should not think of ourselves more highly than we ought to. So when you are self-aware, you'll not think of yourself too highly, and you'll not also think of yourself too lowly. Because when you think of yourself too lowly, then you start despising yourself. You start looking down upon yourself, not understanding that you are not your weaknesses. You are not your strengths either. You are a whole human being that is made of different components. So you need to understand these different components that makes you you. What makes me Elizabeth? It is combination of my strengths, combination of my weaknesses. I understand I might not be as good in this area, and it is okay. I will try my level best to work on it. But if it does not work, it is still fine. I will keep on trying and concentrate more on the positive part of me, concentrate more on my strengths. That is how we grow. When you are self-aware, what happens is you are able to make realistic goals because you understand your strengths. You know we are told our goals should be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and even time-bound. When you understand yourself, you are able to make goals that are smart, that are realistic, that are all these things. You will not make goals that are too far from you. Although, listen, sometimes God can give us dreams that may look unrealistic in the eyes of men. And that is okay sometimes. When God gives us that dream that looks unrealistic before the eyes of men, He knows how it's going to be achieved. But it's important to be self-aware so that even you will be able to recognize the voice of God and the voice of men and your own voice. Self-awareness. Also, self-awareness is important in this. When you are corrected, you do not take it negatively because you understand, oh yeah, that is me. You take it positively and you work on it because you are self-aware. You know your limits. You know where you cannot reach. Another importance of self-awareness is that you are also able to have positive relationship around you. You are able to understand these are my values. And so when someone comes with values that are not yours, you're able to say no to them. You're able to say no to things that do not form part of your value system. And if you're a young person, You're able to know who are your friends, who should not be your friends. Why? Because you are self-aware. And even if you are a parent, you will be able to understand your children better. But if you're not self-aware, you'll always project those negative feelings to your children. But when you're self-aware, you will understand, okay, there I've gone overboard. There I've not done the right thing, and you will be able to support your children also to be self-aware. Also, when you are self-aware, you are able to recognize your emotions and know how you will regulate them. You are able to express your emotions in a safe way, in a healthy way, But if you're not self-aware, you will just get angry at everything. You get frustrated at everything. You will be thinking that, this is about you. You'll be taking things personally, And even when people speak things that hurt you, you take them personally. But when you are self-aware, you will know that is not who I am. When people say that you are this, when somebody else says that you are this, you'll understand, that's not me, because I know who I am. And you stand your ground. And when you are wrong, you are able to acknowledge that you are wrong. When you are right, you are able to stand your ground and say, I am right. Stand your ground and say, this is right, this is wrong. Also, when you are self-aware, you'll be able to understand, okay, I think I'm not okay. And understand, what should I do? Reach out to someone. You're able to be vulnerable and speak to others about what you are feeling without fearing judgment, because you are not your problems. You are not your situation. You are not what you're going through. So self-awareness is very important when it comes to mental health. You'll be able to recognize, I think I'm not okay. I think I need to reach out. Or sometimes you'll be able to say to yourself, I'll overcome this on my own. And when you know that this is beyond me, you'll be able to reach out to the right person. And you'll be able to know, I need to reach out to this person and I do not need to reach out to this person. After this topic of self-awareness, because I know it's a very important topic that will help each one of us, I want you to just go in your quiet time, in your prayer time, to think of your life and just write about you. Who do you think you are? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your dreams? And then look at those things and ask yourself, am I working on my strengths? Am I cognizant of my weaknesses and working on my weaknesses? When somebody tells you are this, you'll be able to refer and say, no, I am not that. Because the last time I checked, I was this. Just go somewhere and write. Who are you? Who do you think you are? And I know this will help you to be more positive and to look forward to enjoying a more positive life. Because you know what? In this life, we need to have a reference point where we can always check and say, no, I am not this, I am this, and stand on that. And even on your assignment, you can add your values. What are your values? What are your goals? Short-term goals, long-term goals. And I know one time we will get an opportunity to speak about goals and all that and how to come up with goals. Thank you so much, and I am looking forward to talking to you next time. Shalom and God bless.